Alright, welcome to video. Quick chat. Obviously, being at the range at the weekend really was like a further light bulb moment as to the whole throw in golf. I want to really clarify that the throw is out in front of you on that 45 line and up. I know it doesn't make any sense, and certainly it's very, very unnatural feeling when you first do it. And it's very, very noticeable when you're first learning it because the throw up on that 45 and up is pronounced because your turn is then kind of suspended until you start to learn the blend. Once you start to do the exact same thing, but blend in the turn, then it becomes invisible. And that's the point we've got to now, because you guys will have watched the last video and will not even really notice or see the move because it does eventually disappear. But you can see the benefits, you can hear the benefits, and like I say, keep in mind for little short shots, you are still doing the same thing. Night and day difference. It's everybody in golf has talked about this for years about, oh yeah, if you can throw, you can play golf. Other crazy analogies that I've heard. It's an underarm throw. But the problem with all of that is a great coach from back in the day, Bob Torrance. Now, Bob Torrance, a spade was a spade, um, but what he didn't know about golf and how to coach and stuff, one of the most gifted natural pros ever to grace this game. Now, sadly, Bob's no longer with us, but obviously his son Sam Torrance is still here. And Bob Torrance's famous words were room at the top. And in that last video, what I'm showing you is if you get the club up to the top in the correct place, giving yourself the room, if you just let it go, it can't fall anywhere bar where it's supposed to go. It's under two forces, gravity and centrifugal force. Um, so a lot of you are still way caught up in this whole, oh yeah, but how do you hit the ball and how do you swing down the way? And it's a pure reaction to the body reacting to the vertical throw on the 45, which then engages everything coming down and using the ground force. If we had the access and the funds to go on one of these gravity plates, a bit like what Marcus and that have got in Zen Golf, then you would see the fact that as we're going backwards, we're getting almost lighter, and as we're coming down, we are compressing the ground through our feet, so we're getting heavier, if you like, with the throw. But it's all driven by the position at the top, and then if you watch that video back again, you'll see and you'll be like, how did you see the position at the top, like as if you're holding a plate of drinks, it's not going to fall over. If you just and it hits the ball effortlessly, and it goes a ridiculous amount of distance for like just basically letting the thing drop from the height that you get it up there. And that's where the magic of the 45 translates through your bag. Now, the reason that the 45 position slightly alters on the way back is because short clubs are short, long clubs are long. So the longer the club is, the more it has to travel before it hits the magic 45. But in reality, the throw up on the 45 starts at the same time. It's just that the turn, the blend, creates the lag of the swing. So there's so much of this that you want to know and you want to control, but it's actually not, you're not in control. You are releasing the object to let it go. Pulling that tension on that elastic band, you only have control on it as it's taut. As soon as you let it go, it fires off and it's gone. And that is exactly what happens with your golf swing. Anyone who tells you otherwise than that is either a madman or just out and out crazy. Like no thought or thinking about it. And they try and add in all this stuff that's overcomplicated when, like I say, this throw move hits all the positions, right? Automatically hits them all. You could pause your swing in any place and you'll be in these magical positions that all these fancy, coaches and that, pros, talk about all the time. P1, P2, P3, P4. Do you need to know how it does it? Or do you just want to try it, feel it, work it out for yourself, and then you will have your own fingerprint golf swing that universally works because it is a formula based on 3 angles that have to be there to deliver the club and the ball to the target, which the target when you're playing golf is the key thing. You have to have a target. I know that sounds ludicrous because of course but too many golfers stand on a tee and just expect to hit a fairway. The fairway can be 50, 60, 80, 120 yards wide. You need to narrow that down to the smallest target possible. Jack Nicklaus, for example, just used to aim at bunkers. He loved courses with fairway bunkers because he just aimed at them off the tee. The smallest target to aim at. Same when you're hitting a ball onto a green. People say, oh yeah, but if you hit the middle of a green, you'll never be far away from the pin. Correct, you won't be. But you need to narrow your target image in your mind down to the smallest target on the green. Simplest way to do this is if the pin is in a position that's not what you would term a sucker pin, is actually just shoot at the pin. Obviously, there are times when you want to steer away from pins because they're in a sucker position. Edge of the green, shielded by a bunker, edge of water, that type of idea. But again, you're narrowing your target down. And again, where the throw and the 45 brings you to your swing. So, hope this clears up a lot of to and fro on the comments. I'm of the opinion that it's a natural motion. It feels unnatural, but it's the correct motion. And at first, you'll feel uncomfortable and it will be visible. But as you get better, it becomes a vanishing point and it disappears. Thanks for watching.